Hey guys, happy Friday. It's Sarah, also known as LessOfSarah, and this is my 21-week update from vertical sleeve or VSG surgery in Mexicali, Mexico with Dr. Aceves on November 30th, 2012. So before I actually get into the part that everyone wants to hear, the numbers, I wanted to talk about a video that I uploaded last night that I made yesterday, which was about food addiction and weight loss surgery. And I hope that if you guys have a chance that you will watch it, because I do think it's really, not that I think the video itself is really important, but I think the topic is very important in our community. And it's something I think a lot of people have shame about talking about. And yet, by the same token, in this video, I'm talking about, reading some accounts of people who were very flip about it and seemed to all want to stand up and say, hey, I had weight loss surgery and I'm a food addict. And it's about what food addiction really is, compulsive overeating, and how that relates to weight loss surgery, and maybe what you need to do if you feel that this is a problem for you. So anyway, I would love to hear your responses, your thoughts, all of that stuff. But I wanted to address part of the video. I went back and watched it. Unlike most videos that I make, I didn't actually go back and watch it. I just uploaded it because it was already like 60 minutes long and I didn't want to watch it over again. And often when I make a video like that, I feel like if I watch it over again, I'm going to catch things that are going to make me want to make another video, and it doesn't have the same sincerity, I guess, as the first video. So, anyway, someone commented yesterday, and then they actually ended up removing their comment. Of course, I still get notifications, so I still saw the comment. And I don't know if they felt like I would be offended by the comment or what the reason was. Just so you guys know, and I know I've said this before, I don't moderate the comments. I don't moderate them for a reason. I want to know what your thoughts really are. If it's, kudos, that's great. If you're like, Sarah, you're crazy, that's cool too. I don't mind, and I don't mind, healthy discussion and all of that. So the comment was about the fact that I made the statement that, I felt like weight loss surgery had cured, and that was the word that I used, my, compulsion to eat. And there was a whole lot of things that were wrong with that statement. Not the sentiment behind it, but the words that I used. So I don't think that weight loss surgery has cured me of obesity. I don't think I'll ever be cured of obesity. This is a lifelong struggle for me. This is a daily struggle every day. So no, I don't feel like I'm cured or that weight loss surgery cured my obesity problem. I do feel like having the VSG at this point has cured and compulsion again is kind of not the word I was looking for, because I don't think I had a compulsion to eat, but what I had was an insatiable physical hunger that caused me to want to eat a lot of food. In conjunction with that, I just liked eating, which I've said a million times. I mean, I just like eating. I like food. So, yeah, I mean, both of the words that I used there were probably the wrong choice of words, to be honest. I don't think that my obesity is cured, but I think that my drive, my insatiable physical hunger has been cured by the surgery, and that has made this journey a lot easier for me, to be honest. And I'm very willing to admit that if I had a big emotional eating problem, if I had a food addiction, this would be a hell of a lot harder. And so my hat is off to you guys that do struggle with those issues every day, because this is hard enough as it is. And for me, the eating part of it is actually the easiest part. It's the rest of it that I find really difficult. But yeah, I just wanted to clarify that, because I didn't want anybody to think that, you guys know that I don't think weight loss surgery is a magical cure for anything. But yeah, I wanted to clarify. So I'm sorry, you're 4 minutes in and you have no numbers yet, but whatever. So I started my journey at 460 pounds at the end of September 2012. I had my surgery 2 months later, November 30th. I weighed 420 pounds on the day of surgery, so that was a 40-pound pre-op loss. For those of you that are wondering, I lost 17 pounds on a 2-week pre-op diet, prescribed by my surgeon. And before that, I did my own sort of version of a pre-op diet and lost 23 pounds. So surgery day weight was 420. Last week I weighed in at 316.5 pounds. This morning I weighed in at 314.5. So that was a 2-pound loss for this week. So let me first say that any loss for me is, at this point, I am thrilled. So I am not mad at a 2-pound loss. Woo! Awesome. What I will say is that because I'm an analytical kind of girl, and I like to analyze things, a 2-pound loss is, I think, it's either my lowest weekly loss so far, or it's very close. I think I either had a 2.5 or a 2 week, a couple of weeks before. So does that upset me? No, it doesn't. But it does make me think, right? If I have a big loss, I think, what did I do this week that might have caused that big loss? Maybe nothing. Maybe it's just my body adjusting. Who knows, right? If I could figure it out, I'd be sitting on a pile of money. But I wanted to look at what I did this week and see if there was something, I could improve on, something I was doing that wasn't great, that could have maybe contributed to the fact that I didn't have a bigger loss this week. Maybe things are just slowing down because I'm 21 weeks out. But if I had to say, there definitely are things that are going on that might be causing an issue and hampering my weight loss a little bit. The first one is I'm extremely busy with work. You can see my stylist is off today again. And I'm making this video early for me anyway, because normally I make videos in the afternoon, but I need to just get it done because I have so much work today. You guys know that I work for myself. This is pretty much the busiest time of year for me, at least this year. The next 2 weeks, last week and the next 2 weeks are just insanity. So literally I'm pretty much working every waking hour that I can. And so that causes a whole lot of issues because even if I plan my food, sometimes I'll end up skipping a meal and then trying to get it in. And like yesterday I was supposed to have a protein shake and I couldn't do it last night. I couldn't fit it in. And so, that was a drastic reduction in calories, not getting in that 160 calories. And not getting in that 30 grams of protein as well. And I hate doing that, but yeah, I couldn't do it. On top of that, I don't sleep well or a lot at this time of year. So normally I'm working until probably 2 or 3 in the morning. And then I'm up at 6:37. So I might get 3 or 4 hours of sleep if I'm lucky. Some nights I have to pull all-nighters and literally stay up all night without sleeping. And obviously that plays, havoc with your body. I'm also under a lot of stress. Everybody wants everything at a certain time. I have issues with vendors. I have, problems that I have to fix. I deal with weddings. They're really important and you can't just push them off. You can't say, I'm sorry. You can't have wedding invitations because, this vendor sent me the wrong thing or whatever it is. So there is a lot of stress. There isn't a lot of time for things. And then I feel the stress of, not having time to spend with my husband or my children and all of that stuff. So not sleeping, lots of stress. And some poor eating habits too, I have to admit. Generally speaking, I've been eating totally fine as far as my everyday stuff. But I have noticed a little bit of, I don't know if I would call it like grazing or snacking, not even, but like grabbing a little bit of this or that. And it really is just a little bit. And it might be a bite of the kids' macaroni and cheese, which why am I doing that? I don't even know. Just like really absent-minded, a bite of this or, 2 Skittles instead of 1. I know how ridiculous that sounds. Like, oh my God, she ate 2 Skittles. But literally, like, it's just, absent-minded stuff. And that concerns me because, I always talk about just being aware and making choices and decisions to put certain things in your mouth. And I, this week, have kind of been falling down on the being aware of what I'm doing. It's not that I totally don't realize I'm doing it. I do, but I'm not stopping to think, should I really do this? Do I really need to, that whole mental process that we go to, I haven't really been doing it. And I don't know whether that's stress or what it is, but, I need to do better next week on that. I need to do better for sure. So, but the scale is still moving in a downward direction. So that's awesome. Oh, well, now I'm at 10 minutes. I might as well keep going for a little while longer. Sorry, this video is a hot mess today. I don't have anything written down. I'm not prepared. I'm just like, here it is, y'all. The other thing I wanted to talk about this week. So, Misty Morgan, shout out to you. I hope that you are doing well. Misty had her surgery a couple days ago. So congratulations, you're on the loser's bench now. Michael Morgan, glad to see you out of the hospital. I'm glad they sprung you. I mean, I love you. I do, but I don't want to see you in a hospital gown again. You know, you're cute, but it's not a good look for you. Dawn, this is Journey, girl, please, again, stay out of the hospital. You were rocking the hospital gown. I loved it, but I don't want to see it on you ever again, like ever. So just stop with that. Anyone else who's thinking of like ending up in the hospital and making a video, please, like, you guys are breaking my heart. Everyone stop going to the hospital and freaking me out, please. No, really, everyone who's been having issues, I know there's some other, people as well that I follow on Facebook who've been in and out of the hospital. Speedy recovery to all you guys, and I hope that it's nothing serious. So this week was pretty, except for the things I talked about, pretty normal, food-wise. On Saturday, two things to talk about. On Saturday, the bitches and I went to Buffalo shopping, actually Amherst, New York, but whatever, close enough. We had some drama because we had a flat tire as we went over the bridge across into the U.S., which was kind of funny. It wasn't funny, but it was, yeah. So we had a lovely experience at a tire shop buying a new tire. I went to the famous Anchor Bar in Buffalo for chicken wings for lunch. And then we did our shopping, and we all got lots of good stuff, I think. I actually got something new. I have one of these already. This is a Camelback water bottle. It has a bite valve type of, this is probably going to be really graphic, but this is what it looks like. You bite it, and then you suck through the straw. These are great. I actually have another one. This is a 32-ounce one, and I like these because I know if I get in like 3 of these, then I'm good for my liquids for the day, because I do try and get 96 ounces, 100, close to that. I highly recommend those. I have a couple. I have one for the gym, which is a smaller 24-ounce one, and then I have the 36-ounce one, and they are great. I got it at Target. So we all went into Old Navy, which was really fun, because everybody was trying on stuff that they normally wouldn't, and for me, I'm not going to say it was emotional, but it was weird, because I've said before, I do not go in regular clothing stores. The only time I would go to Old Navy is to buy clothes for my kids or my husband. Never, ever for myself. But I thought, hey, I'm here. I ended up trying on a couple of women's regular extra large, so 2X, which we all know is not like a real plus 2X, right? And I mean, I didn't expect them to fit because I believe the Old Navy double XL is like an 18-20, and I'm not an 18-20 yet. I'm like maybe a 24, maybe a 22 in certain things that are generous. So, but I tried on a shirt, a t-shirt, and a jacket, and I mean, they fit. They fit. I wouldn't wear them in public. I didn't buy them, but they fit, and it was awesome. So, that was good. And then, Julie bought some jeans, and they were obviously a smaller size than she'd worn in a while. Nikki bought a medium-sized shirt. Again, same thing. She was saying, well, at least it'll fit in the summer or whatever. And it was a really special experience to share with all those girls. And I know there's going to be lots more to come, which is awesome. And speaking of the girls, the bitches, Sue had a genius idea the other day. We were chatting on Facebook, and she said, why don't we start a bitches YouTube channel? Like, sorry, my eye is leaking. Why didn't I think of that? Of course. Why don't we start a bitches YouTube channel? So I did. So the YouTube channel is called Bariatric Bitches, because, we're BBs apparently. So, and I have now uploaded all of our videos that we've done together to that channel, and I will continue to upload any new videos that we do to that channel. So I probably won't be uploading them to my channel. So if you want to see those group videos, you'll need to subscribe to that channel, Bariatric Bitches. I'm going to put the link in the description below. And until I see you guys again, always remember to appreciate every step in your journey. Have a great day.